We had efforts to ban gender-affirming healthcare for young people, which did pass the legislature despite a historic filibuster by one of our state senators, and I would say really historic engagement from the community on the issues. Then we also saw an abortion ban pass, which is another for us intersecting issue on bodily autonomy. In addition to those two bills, also had the introduction of a sports and spaces bill, which would ban young people from participating in, leadership building sports and limit their access to things like bathrooms and locker rooms. We brought hundreds of folks to the committee hearings. So many people, in fact, that the committees decided they couldn't take the time to hear everyone, and so they put a time limit on the hearing, and unfortunately many people were turned away. But then we organized those folks in also reaching out, emailing and calling and submitting written comments on bills. We also organized a legislative day where the community came to the Capitol specifically to talk to legislature. We organized people during the debates on the bill. We filled the Capitol Rotunda with opposition to the bill, to folks who were there really fighting for their lives, young people, people of faith, just all kinds of individuals and organizations coming together, really. And there were some incredibly beautiful moments in the Capitol, although it was also heartbreaking and difficult to be there. Also, we held a couple of different press conferences during the course of the legislative session, and we involved progressive faith leaders in those press events. It was important for us to have that visibility and their voices, and we tried to also make sure that we got some of those voices in the committee hearings as well. We can't cede the faith perspective to the opposition. We have to always keep that in the view of our legislators, some of whom themselves feel uncomfortable with this legislation. In some ways, this work seems very specifically about the queer community, but at its root, it's really about the future of our democracy, and our bodily autonomy issues really are part of a larger fight against authoritarianism and, some of the rising anti-democracy things that we see going on. And so it's worth investing in this work in red states. It's important, and we're working in coalition with other civic engagement organizations, and there's exciting things happening. We really appreciate the support that we experienced in the last session. It was amazing to know that there were funders who saw the work we were doing and wanted to invest in that. Just to say how grateful we are for the opportunity to do that work and for the belief in, what we're doing, and just to say thank you.